Hey guys, so I'm going to be talking about my first Furmeet.
1, 2, 3, 4, come on baby, say you love me 5, 6, 7 times.
You'll know from the previous video how I joined the furry fandom that my first Furmeet was at the local zoo, and this is where I met my local furries and also how I met Troy. And if you don't know who Troy is, I have a joint channel with him. It's called Laugh and Howl. And you should check it out. It's a lot of fun. I'll put a link in the description to that joint channel and you can meet him there. Anyways, up to this point, I had never met another furry in person, and I also had just completed this partial, and I had never worn it outside of my house. So that was honestly pretty intimidating. I was completely new to this furry stuff, and I was just gonna go to this public Furmeet at the zoo and just show up in a fursuit. Furries get a lot of bad rap, and I didn't know how people would react to seeing me, and honestly that was a little nerve-wracking. And I hadn't met any of these furries in person before. I had chatted with them, some of them, a little bit on Facebook, but other than that, I didn't really know them. I was just very nervous about it. Didn't really know what to expect, and so I just kind of jumped in and just wanted to see how it went, I guess. And thankfully, it turned out really well. I honestly had a really great time. Of course, I was really nervous at first, and I didn't really know anything about fursuiting. I didn't know much about how to, act or communicate with people, especially because I'm actually a silent suitor, if you didn't know that. But I'm obviously talking for my YouTube videos, but if I'm out at a Furmeet or a fur con, I'm generally a silent suitor. So that was a bit awkward too, because I didn't know what I was doing. I definitely had a lot of fun. People who weren't fursuiters that were just there at the zoo, they really loved the suits. Especially children kept running up to me and saying hi and giving me a high five or a hug, and it was a lot of fun, and definitely a lot of grown-ups too, saying that they really liked my costume, and a lot of people taking pictures of us, of course with asking first, and people wanting to take pictures with us. So it was a lot of fun, honestly. And I actually did upload a video to my channel. It's called Rood's First Furmeet, and I'll put a link in the description for that video too, and that is just footage of my first Furmeet at the zoo. Fun. It's okay to be nervous. I still get nervous pretty much every time, mostly because I never know, people who are not furries, how they're gonna react, and that's always a little scary, but so far I haven't had any problems. Of course there have been people making, weird comments sometimes, but in general it's been just really awesome. People really love the fursuits. And of course I was nervous for, the second Furmeet and the third Furmeet, but every time it just got a whole lot easier, especially, when getting to know my local furs and really started building a closer relationship with them, and we started becoming pretty great friends, and it was a lot easier to just relax and enjoy myself and get to know them better. Another fear that I had seen people have so much fun, and one of my fears was just that, I put all this work into making this fursuit and going out of my way to try to reach out and go to this, only to not have as much fun as I thought I would, but that just wasn't the case. I definitely had an amazing time. And now I am even going to a fur con tomorrow, actually. So that's going to be fun. Of course, I'm a little nervous for that just because even though it's a smaller con, it's Anthro, Ohio, there's still gonna be so many more furries that I have ever seen at one place at one time. And that in itself is a little intimidating because I easily get overwhelmed. That's why I decided to go to a smaller con first, because I didn't want to go to like Anthrocon and just be like, oh my gosh, what do, like, just be surrounded by all these people that just, ugh. Yeah, so Anthrohio, I'm gonna be there tomorrow, Friday through Sunday. I'm really looking forward to it, and I don't know completely what to expect. I've never been to a fur con before, and I don't know, you know, all of what goes on at these cons besides, you know, I've seen the schedule for the different panels that they have, but still don't really completely know what to expect just because I've never been to one. But I'm sure it'll be cool, and I will definitely let you guys know how it goes. So, see you in the next video.